Yo, what's happening? It's Late Night CJ, and we back at it again. Today I want to talk on a little bit of something. As most of y'all know, this was the start of the NBA season, and everybody had their eyes tuned in to Bron and Bronny. But for me, it was a little bit deeper than the whole spectacle of what it became. I mean, because it was nothing more than 3 minutes. They put him in at the same time, got it out the way. And since then, he done had like 2 to 3 DNPs. And what those are is did not play, did not participate. So let's dive a little deeper into this. Is this his dream or is it Bronny's dream? Let's marinate on that. Is it his dream or is it Bronny's dream? For the past 3-4 years, we've been hearing LeBron say, yo, one of his greatest, things that he won over the points, over the championships, over all of that was to be on the court with his son, Bronny. Did anybody in the congregation ask Bronny what he wanted? No? Nobody? No? I feel like everything was rushed just so Bron could have this moment. It went from being a proud papa to a proud man. And what do they say about pride? Now, Bron got the accomplishment of playing on the same team, making history with his son, and that's all cool and everything. But when the lights go out in the building and the people go home, and Bronny has to live his life, does anybody think about that? That one guy, that Oliveri or whatever, the rookie that was busting people up, is in the G League now, making several $100,000, which is nothing to sneeze at. It's not even about the money. Little Bronny got a guaranteed $8 million contract for the 55th player picked in the draft. He gets on the court for 3 minutes, running back and forth, just getting a straight cardio out there in front of everybody, just so Bron can have this moment to shine. Brother, you've been shining for the past 20-something years. It's time to start thinking about your kids. As parents, we live vicariously through our kids, or sometimes we push them in directions because we want so much for them that it becomes what we want instead of what they want. Now, I have 3 sons. I have never pushed anything on them other than education. And education was pushed upon them as a backup plan. In the event that their plan doesn't work out, they have their education to fall back on. Now, little Bronny been rich a long time. He didn't have access to the paper. He probably had a trust fund, baby. He probably been having cake for a long time. But did anybody ask him, hey man, you just want to go to school and do your school thing? Or was it we have to put this rush on it because your daddy getting kind of old and I want one last accomplishment before I roll out? Bron used to be one of my favorite players behind Kobe, Jordan, Magic, all the folks of that era. But he's really looking extremely sus right now. As a father to a father, Bron, you probably will never hear this, but you may. Who knows? That ain't it, brother. My daddy put the ball in the crib when it came to me. I preferred soccer and baseball. Baseball actually over soccer. But when people was like, oh, that's your daddy? I know you hoop, and want to high five you and everything. Hey, what's your game like? What's your game? And they put all this pressure on me to be him, a better version of him instead of the best version of me. So with Bron doing this, now this is just my opinion. You can take it with a grain of salt. But with Bron doing this, what I see, what my eyes are showing me, that this is about me, not you. Because my legacy is cemented. You'll be a footnote and a joke in my legacy. Remember that time when Bronny got on the court and ran around and did nothing, went 0 for 2, and then didn't play the rest of the season and disappeared in obscurity? Y'all doing y'all whole little, all your little handshakes and all of that. Sometimes when being a father, it is nurturing the true nature of the child. It is encouraging the things that they desire. That's not destructive, that's constructive. Pushing them in a direction where they lack discipline and structure, but it's in a direction that best fits them, not us. Because the truth of the matter is, they gotta live that life, not us. So Bron, call a timeout on this one. Sit down with your son. Ask him, son, what it is you want. But first, apologize to him. Apologize for putting his life on blast so that you can have another moment in the sun instead of taking care of your son. This is Late Night CJ. Like, comment, subscribe. 100.